On May 22nd, historical justice was done in the courtyard of Prague's Pankrats prison. The Czechoslovak Extraordinary People's Court executed the hanging of Karl Hermann Frank. This high-ranking Nazi figure, one of the leaders of the occupation regime in Bohemia and Moravia, was recognized as a war criminal, directly responsible for the deaths of 4,000 residents of Lidice and Lezhakov. A year ago, on the eve of the Prague Uprising, Frank spoke threateningly on the radio, promising to drown any uprising. The execution attracted a lot of attention. The authorities opened access from the street to the courtyard of the prison, and more than 5,000 people witnessed this justice. Frank Karl Hermann was born on January 24, 1898 in Carlsbad. He went down in history as one of the main leaders of the Nazi occupation regime in Czechoslovakia, reaching the high ranks of SS Obergruppenfuhrer and general of the Waffen-SS and police. Coming from a family of teachers, Frank received a law degree from the University of Prague. His career began in 1920 as an accountant, and then he worked in the book trade until 1933. Frank's political career is closely linked to the Nazi movement in the Sudetenland of Czechoslovakia, where he rapidly rose through the party ranks and soon became Konrad Henling's deputy. During this period, he actively collaborated with the German intelligence services, the Abwehr and the SD, carrying out subversive work aimed at weakening the Czech armed forces. Since 1933, Frank headed the propaganda activities of the Sudetenland Party. In May 1935, his political ambitions led him to the Prague Parliament as a deputy. His actions on October 1, 1938, when he organized a provocative rally in Ostrava, a city known for its communist sentiments, played a decisive role in the fate of Czechoslovakia. The rally escalated into a clash with the police, during which a deputy from the Sudeten German Party was beaten. This incident served as one of the pretexts for German interference in the internal affairs of Czechoslovakia. On October 30, 1938, Frank assumed the post of Deputy Gauleiter of Sudetenland under Henlein. On November 1, 1938, he officially joined the SS and was awarded the rank of Brigadeführer. The further development of Frank's career took place rapidly. On March 19, 1939, he took up the post of State Secretary of the Imperial Protector of Bohemia and Moravia. In April 1939, he was elected a member of the Reichstag. On April 28, 1939, he became the highest leader of the SS and police in Prague. After the assassination attempt on Reinhard Heydrich, Frank assumed supreme power in the Protectorate. On his direct orders, 3,188 hostages were arrested, of which 1,357 were executed. Frank is directly responsible for the destruction of the Czech villages of Lidice and Lezhakov, one of the most brutal war crimes in the Czech Republic. On August 20, 1943, his influence increased with his appointment as Minister of State for the Imperial Protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia. In this position, he is responsible for the large-scale terror unleashed by the SS on the territory of the Protectorate. Among the Czech population, Frank earned a reputation as one of the most hated Nazi governors. In Prague, the catchphrase was popular: "If Frank has anything else human, it's his glass eye." From March 1945, as Germany's defeat approached, Frank's power began to weaken. At the end of April 1945, he made an unsuccessful attempt to transfer power to a puppet government and announced the creation of the Czech Moravian Republic. In May 1945, Frank was arrested by American troops and subsequently handed over to Czech authorities. He was charged with involvement in the deaths of about 4,000 Czech citizens. In April 1946, he appeared before the Czechoslovak Extraordinary People's Court and was sentenced to death by hanging.